Hi, my name is Barrie Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around our XK8, then I'll take you for a ride in it, but first I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's a 4-litre 2-door, 2001 on a Y, one owner from new, only done 54,500 miles. Fuel economy, urban 15.9 miles per gallon, extra urban 33.3 miles per gallon, and combined is 23.9 miles per gallon. Has a 0 to 60 time of 6.4 seconds, a top speed of 155 miles per hour out of an 8-cylinder 32 valve engine. 6 months road tax is £187 and 12 months is £340. Beautiful car. It's not mint, but you could certainly make it mint. The interior is beautiful. We've just had the wheels done at a cost of £1,100. These are BBS split rim alloys, 5 spokes. They've got the chrome embellishers around each wheel. I think they were £100 each, certainly not cheap. One owner from new. This chap ordered 2 of them brand new, one for him, one for his wife. And in the order, it's an XK8, but it's got the XKR wheels on and also the bonnet with the louvers in the bonnet. And they did that specially for him. So it looks a little bit different, and it's beautiful inside. It drives absolutely magnificent. It's finished in topaz metallic. It's got a beige hood, and I think the upholstery is oatmeal. It's just lovely. I've come up here, and it's a fantastic day today, and it's just the right car to be in. I absolutely love it. I'll try and point out it's the bits that detract from it being mint. In all honesty, if you spent, if you were going to make it concours, a full respray would be fantastic, but it looks good as it is now. And I'll just point out the bits that just slightly let it down. And it's not the car that lets it down, it's the people who've done the paintwork in the past who should be taken around the back of the workshop and shot for masking up a trim instead of just leaving it off, which takes 2 seconds. But I'll show you anyway. So, the 5-spoke BBS split rim alloy wheels with the chrome embellishers. The tyres are all good. I think it's the most beautiful shape since the E-Type Jaguar, the XK8. It looks great with the hood up, it looks great with the hood down, which some convertibles don't, so that's a plus. It's just a lovely rounded front. As I say, it drives fantastic. In the old convertibles, you used to get a little bit of scuttle shake. You're doing this, but it's not as bad as it in some, like an old Mercedes SL, for instance. The engine is fantastic. It sounds awesome. It's quiet inside, it's smooth. And for a convertible, it is really, really quiet. For the money we're asking, I think it would probably bring as much at Bangers and Cash, the TV programme, the auction over there at Thornton Dell. And I've seen there that they had an XKR the other day, and it had done 100,000 miles, and the estimate there was about £15,000. With not a lot of work, I think this car will be worth 25 grand, and I think it'll also appreciate in the future. It is that nice, I think. Now, the window trims, forward and back, they don't make them anymore. We did get a kit to put on these because the window trims are a bit scabby, but we're going to try and get them painted and put back on. If we manage to do that, that will alleviate a couple of the imperfections on the vehicle, because this door has been sprayed, and as I say, instead of just flipping the moulding off, taking 5 minutes to do that, they've masked the moulding up and probably take 15 minutes to do it, and then sprayed up to a line. So you've got a flash line along the top. It looks like a shadow. When you actually look at it, it looks like a shadow, so you can't really tell. So that's the passenger door. We've got these rubbing strips along the side. The rear quarter, this is slightly different. because the trim comes down, the original trim comes down about another 5mm from this rubber replacement strip that we've got, and there's a flash line there. If it was mine, and believe me, I would like it. If I had time, I'd keep it, and I'd do it to concourse. If it was mine, I'd have it painted properly, and I'd keep it forever. It's so nice. I'll tell you a story when we get in and start driving, but it's basically about the right car and the right song on the radio. It makes you forget all your troubles, and it makes a good day even better. This particular instance was a bad day, but more about that later. So in the boot, electric boot release, good heavy thing, and it's all nice in the boot. There's no rust around it anywhere. These, the panel lines, no rust or corrosion, which you see quite a lot on some. It's all nice. Enough room there to get a big suitcase and perhaps a couple of smaller suitcases. I'd love to take this car to Italy. In fact, I'd love to jump in it today and just set off to Sorrento. That's what it makes you want to do. So, inside I think it's got a space saver tyre under there, but all my stuff's in there, so I'm not going to get it out. I'll try and remember to cut some video in. So, nice Jaguar leather strap there. The button for the boot release is just in there in the Jaguar, and also you've got rear parking sensors there and twin chrome exhaust tips that need a good polish. So proper sports car, proper key, that's the remote to get in, but proper key with proper blade. And let's get the roof down. When I came out it was freezing and now it's boiling, so we'll get this roof down. I'm not sure what the audio will sound like. Hopefully it will be okay. I'll keep the two side windows up, try and keep the draft to a minimum. And that's it. I'll take this coat off. I'll remove that mat as well, because no doubt that'll flap about along with everything else in the cabin. The back seats are not back seats, they're just a waste of leather, I suppose. There's no way anybody can get in there. Service history. Good service history. 11th of the 6th, 2002 at 3,201 miles. Minster Jaguar. 11th of the 6th, 2003 at 7,077 miles. Minster Jaguar. 2nd of the 12th, 2004 at 9,672 miles. Minster Jaguar. 30th of the 11th, 2005 11,256 miles. Minster Jaguar. 6th of the 12th, 2006 at 12,939 miles. Minster Jaguar. 17th of the 3rd, 2010 15,089 miles. Minster Jaguar. 27th of the 6th, 2012 at 19,372 miles. Rotherham Jaguar Centre. 13th of the 6th, 2013 at 20,325 miles. JA's Auto Services. Then 12th of the 6th, 2014 at 24,014 miles. Granville Auto Centre, and all the rest are from there as well. So 27th of the 6th, 2017 at 36,875 miles. 11th of the 6th, 2018 at 41,727 miles. 6th of the 6th, 2019 at 44,852 miles. 19th of the 10th, 2020, 48,302 miles. 19th of the 5th, 2021 at 50,168 miles. That's on Alexandria Drive at St Helens, not far from where the previous owners lived. And I used to play when I was a kid and go to school just round the corner. So happy memories. What a fantastic car. let's get going. Beautiful wood, let's say finished in topaz metallic. Managed to get out without bottoming. Listen, that Jag engine. Just absolutely awesome. Proper sports car. No stupid displays. Nothing to distract you from driving the car and enjoying what's around you. Got electric seats. Got electric door mirrors, electric windows, as you saw. The interior is lovely. A couple of things let it down inside. This, see there, that is has come away, but we've got a really good trim guy who's going to come and see what he can do. And apart from that, honestly, it just needs, to make it mint, just needs paintwork. It's nice under the bonnet. I'll cut all that in. You know, round the edges inside the bonnet is all good. All looks solid. Been well looked after, and the garage that I phoned, they said exactly the same. You know, for the last few years they've taken it into the garage and they've had everything that needs doing done. And just a proper couple that have had it, a proper Jaguar couple. And to be honest, I hope she don't watch this because I might upset her, but she's just getting on a little, well, she's probably my age, getting on, and just wanted a smaller car, or her husband probably wanted her to have a smaller car. She absolutely loved this car and didn't want to part with it. And I must admit, I'd be the same if I was her, and I am the same now. We've only had it a couple of weeks, and I'm like a kid with a new toy. We've got hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of cars in stock, and I've been dying to come out in this. And as luck would have it, it's just a beautiful day, and as I say, the right car, the right music on a nice day, even a bad day, it just makes you forget your troubles. I was working at a firm called Chorley Autos as a salesman, and I was going through one of my periods where I didn't want any responsibility. I just wanted to sell cars, go home at night, no paperwork, no bringing the lads on if one was down and not selling enough, and keeping everybody happy, and the zony as a manager. I just wanted to chill out for a bit. And I went to a firm called Chorley Autos, and there was a couple of good lads there. The sales manager was okay in small doses. The guy who owned it, Humphrey Moon, he was great. I had a lot of time for him. But we had our demonstrators. There was 3 salesmen, and our demonstrators were a Sirocco, a Golf, and a VW Polo. Now, I had only just joined, so I got the VW Polo, and my dad died, and anyway, I decided, when we went to his funeral, I decided that I couldn't go in the VW Polo, and my mate, who was doing it a lot better than me at the time, had a BMW 735 with a Hartke conversion, big wheels and everything. And to his credit, he said, take my car for the day, Baz, you know, don't worry about it. And I did. And as luck would have it, my family are buried at, or cremated at Lytham crematorium, but it was shut for repairs. My dad wasn't the luckiest person in the world, and it was shut for repairs. So we had to go to a Carlton crematorium. So the local funeral director picked the coffin up, and then we had to follow him follow behind all the way to Carlton crematorium for the service. And I was in my mate's 735, my girlfriend, my mum, my sister in the back. Now I was the next car behind the hearse, and my mate had the same taste in music as me, and I had a CD on in the background. Anyway, it was Bruce Hornsby and the Range, and Mandolin Rain was the record. And we had to go through a place called Ray Green at St Anne's, up the back roads, and it's a beautiful country road like this. Just fields at both sides, deer in a field on the left hand side. I think it was the Costains owned it at the time, Costains estate. And Bruce Hornsby was playing away there, and for some reason, yep, don't worry, I missed it. Another pheasant tried to commit suicide there. So Bruce Hornsby's playing away, Mandolin Rain, lovely day just like this. I saw a gap, the road ahead of me, nice windy road, and I just booted the car. I forgot completely where I was and booted the car, overtook the hearse, and my girlfriend said, Barry, what are you doing? And then of course I came back to it. But the point is, a nice car on a nice day will make you forget your troubles. And this car is worth its weight in gold, or topaz gold. I just love it. You've got the Jaguar gearbox there, like the U-shaped gearbox, J-shaped gearbox, whatever you'd say. And I can change down there, I can change it into third. But you just wouldn't. Over in drive. You've also got sport here. Click down sport. Just listen now. Just awesome. Anybody who's got a Retmobile drives one during the week and wants something nice at weekends, it's a bank holiday weekend this weekend. It's just more smiles to the gallon. Honestly, I could just open the taps on this, and there weren't so many animals about, I'd do it. Animals, but it's just, you got cruise control here. I'm forgetting to tell you about it really, but I think it's reach adjustable steering wheel. Cruise control here. I couldn't work it out on the way up. I putting cruise on, it was working fine. Sorry, cruise is there. It was working fine, but I couldn't see anything to tell you on the dashboard that cruise was activated. But the switch is here, so it's next to the sport button. So you switch the cruise on, and then here we'll just get around this corner. We'll just click set, and that's cruise on. Beautiful. But let's listen to that engine again. We'll put it in sport. I bet I don't want to go back to the garage today. Just in case the audio's not recording, one of my cameras is overheated. I've got the roof down, I've got the air conditioning blowing on it, but it's still overheated. Useless. I'm going to put the hood up, and you can just see it going up from the inside too. So we'll stop here. There's nothing coming. Into park, hood up. Just drops the windows a little bit, and as I say, apart from it's got that window over there is a little bit juddery, a bit slow to come down sometimes, but the rest of it, there we go, back windows, electric windows, all perfect. Now listen how quiet that is now. Convertible. The hood adds a little bit of stability to the car, not a whole lot. So bear in mind you cut the roof out, one of the structure points. This car isn't too bad. I know when I went working for Mercedes-Benz, and after a couple of days I had to go and show, well, I didn't have to go and show them an SL. I volunteered to go and show it them and take it to the house. And I jumped in and I thought, oh God, this is a bit, and all the front end was like bouncing. This isn't too bad at all. The BBS alloys look the absolute business. Hopefully we'll be able to get the trims done, but I mean, I've been looking around to try and buy new trims, but Jaguar have stopped making them, and no, it's flown off. It started to run across. That's it, right? You see in sport when you set off, it was quite oof, you know, chuck you back in the seat in sport, but that's better. This would be a lovely car for somebody. In fact, I'm half tempted to give Derek at Matthewson's a ring, because obviously with the TV programme they got slightly more exposure than we have, although we have now on the two websites we've got let's see, nearly 40,000 views a month, and on YouTube, gosh, must be 500,000 over all the videos. Just very nice. The engine sounds like that cruiser that Mel Gibson has in Mad Max when the supercharger comes in. It's a beautiful looking car. Look at that, the way it drives. There's no wind noise, mind you. There is no wind today. I'm not so sure it had been this quiet when I come up here the other day when it was like a force 10 gale blowing. And steering. It's just sublime. And I put some fuel in it to come up here, and I didn't think I'd make it with the fuel I put in, so I put some more in, and that was just driving home and I was stuck in the traffic. I got it on the motorway and cruising up the motorway, and the range has come up, and it's now actually more, I've got a better range than I did when I first filled up, and I've done probably 40 miles. So it's either making its own fuel, or it's a heck of a lot better touring than it is going around town. And honestly, I just want to drive to Italy in this. I've had a couple of XKs and I've always loved them. There you go. How'd you leave him? When he's coming the other way, what am I meant to do? Drive up there? A huge bonnet on this car. So there's the edge of this door's chipped, or has been chipped, obviously, where they park. They can't get out. That spoils it. But this has got to be a very, very good investment for the future. Everybody must have wanted one of these when they were a kid. It really... It's magnificent. Somebody buy it who's going to do it up, get it painted properly, and keep this car like it is now. Beautiful wooden leather steering wheel. You've got your volume control over here. I don't know who that is. Your volume control. It's got cassette, which everybody's got, and it's got a CD player in the boot. Love it. So, I was tempted to pull on here and do a handbrake turn, but I won't. What a lovely car. Handbrake's down here, by the way. There you go. It's like the old E-Type used to pull up here and then drop down again on the ratchet. So you've just got to push the button in at the end and let go. Great car. Love it. Don't buy it, please. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.